I'm trying to share some code related to AI guardrails. And these are the type of evaluators we are trying to use it in our real-time production level. And we even the code related to how we implement a simple evaluator in our real time. So let's try to understand all of this, and let's understand with a small analogy. Now, for example, this is our car. If I want to drive a particular car, there are certain governance or there are certain rules and regulations. For example, at what speed I want to ride and what are the traffic rules. All of this are majorly not just for a particular moment, but it going to be the governing body, how exactly it need to behave. So in simple lines, how your AI agent need to behave. So what type of data we need to collect. So who is using really this AI model? So now who is accountable if it is trying to make certain wrong things? Who is accountable? For example, if there are different types of classes or different types of breed, is it related to only one side or is it biased? So all of this means regulations are clearly done and implemented. Then saying an implementation, the rules behind releasing an AI model, we are able to call it as AI governance. So how exactly the car need to ride on a particular highway, so that is designed by your governance or the rules. Now, within this particular car, for the sake of our security, so there are seat belts, there are airbags. All of this comes into a category of guardrail. So within the car, so it's they are like our daily drivers. So now, what exactly a guardrail is? What you are trying to feed into your AI agent. So you're able to set a guardrail. For example, look at this simple example. Now, what exactly this Python code says that now we are creating a block topic. If anyone is giving a prompt using weapons, self-harm, illegal drugs, hacking, or a violence, so we are not really allowing those kind of prompts to our LLM model to give a response. So now we call them as input guardrail. So what you want to block to your LLM model in a prompt. So we call it as input guardrail. So within this guardrails also you have types. So you got input guardrails where you are setting to your LLM model what type of prompt someone is able to get, someone is able to give, and we got output guardrails. So now what type of output your LLM is able to generate? Is it really quality output? Is it really out of bias and all of that? So we are setting up a guardrail. So you are controlling your LLM model at an output, what is sharing to the user. And then there is an tool related guardrail. So now what type of tools it can access, what level it can access. For example, now there is a tool called as SQL tool. So now what is the guardrail there? So it should not perform delete operation, it should not perform insert operations, or it should not perform update operation. That is a guardrail. If I'm able to give that allow, what happens? It can delete your database, it can update your database. So if you want to control, so you are controlling with the help of what guardrails, and what amount of external data it is able to consume. So we call it as context guardrails. We are calling it as what? Context guardrails, or you can simply say RAG based guardrail. You are controlling what exactly you are trying to feed into your LLM model in lines of your data. So these are guardrails. So what is guardrail? You are guarding, or you are trying to give limitations or constraints to your LLM model, how exactly it need to behave, what to consume in lines of an input or in lines of a context. So what it need to give in a response in lines of an output. Not only that, what type of actions it need to perform. We are controlling that. We are calling it as guardrails. That's what the stuff that's what the important segment is. We implement guardrails. Even some cases, what are all the policies we have or the governances we have, we are able to implement them through the technicality or through Python programming with the help of guardrails. And then next one going to be the evaluators. What exactly the evaluators? So this evaluators comes into a segment or a category, or from LLM ops. So when you are trying to build LLM ops pipeline, you want to observe your model. So now you released your models into the production. So how they are behaving. So now is it leaking any personal identifiable information? So we want to constantly check. For example, as this agent is released into the production, people are constantly using it. So is it really releasing any personal identifiable information? You are able to create this kind of evaluators. So is anyone is jailbreaking blocking your prompt. So you already said, hey, you want to block, you should not, you need to block what exactly the weapons of self-harm based prompts. So now you are trying to, is someone is trying to change those prompts? Is someone is trying to change those guardrails and changing the behavior of your AI agent? So we call them as what? Prompt injections. So we are looking, so it is able to generate the outcome. Is there any toxicity? Is it using any bad words? Is it using any, we can say like, maybe like filthy words or the wrong words? So we are able to see like, is there any toxic elements in its responses? Is there any bias and fairness issues? What exactly bias? For example, it is trying to be good for maybe like for the managers. So I developed an agent, it is trying to give one type of responses for the managers, and for the freshers it is giving bad responses. So it is not fair. Is it hallucinating? Is it exactly giving the right responses, or is it hallucinating? So is this answers are really correct or they are wrong? Is there any error in the response it generated? So is the users are satisfied with our agent which we release to the production? So these are all comes into evaluators. So now we may implement certain governances so through our evaluators or through our guardrails, but it doesn't mean that every evaluator or every guardrail is a governance. So what exactly governance in simple lines? So now the rules you developed, so now if I want to take it an example like your car, the rules, how exactly you need to drive is your governance, and the internal safety like seat belts or your like lane correction, all of this going to come into your guardrails. And your evaluators are, for example, now you are trying to perform a crash test, or you are trying to perform maybe like various safety related tests which you conducted before you release a car. So they can be evaluators. So evaluators are to understand the overall behavior or to observe the performance of our LLM model. In order to stop it or to continue it or to change it, we need to observe our LLM model, how you are measuring it with the help of evaluators. So these are the three important pillars, very, very important. If I'm trying to release any model, any AI agent, if I want to take it to the production without governance, without guardrails, and without proper what is that evaluators, you cannot. So now what is the possible interview question? So in your project, what is your project title? And for that project, what is the governances your company is having? There is like a EU Act, there is like DP Act. So what type of act you are trying to follow? So now they're going to ask about what type of evaluators you used it and why you used it. There is no guarantee everyone going to use all of these evaluators, which evaluators you used it. And finally, what type of guardrails you created and how you identify these are the right guardrails for your AI agent. You need to prepare at this level to crack your AI agent interviews. So I hope you got a clear idea. And in case any doubts on this, please share your views in the comments.